Okay, right, just a little warning to mention that I feel a bit terminated myself right now. It's been quite a full-on 3 days. I feel tired, I look tired, I've got car problems that I deal with, I'm trying to chase money, it's really windy outside as well. So I'm apologising for looking terminated during this Terminator review. I feel fucked.
2 days ago, I had this nice, simple life. And now it's a nightmare.
Alright, so when I first saw this trailer, I wasn't really excited about seeing this film at all, really. Actually, last night, before going to see this, I was actually debating whether I wasn't going to see this film. I don't know what it was, I just wasn't that excited. I mean, I wasn't even excited when I saw the new Star Wars trailer recently. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. Films aren't getting me excited these days. But there's little things I didn't like about the trailer for this film. There's bits where you see Arnold Schwarzenegger's T-800 with a beard. And I think this just goes against the science of the Terminators, doesn't it? I'm sure like they're not supposed to grow hair. I've always really admired like James Cameron's attention to detail when it comes to science. But sticking a beard on a robot, I just don't get it. So that's one of the reasons I weren't keen on seeing this film. So anyway, this film, I think as you've seen from the trailer, obviously there's a Terminator who's been sent back in time to kill a girl, and also another person's been sent back to protect the girl. It's kind of similar to the first Terminator film in terms of story. So the first 5 minutes of this film, the first 5 minutes are awesome. The first 5 minutes kind of linked to Terminator 2, which made this feel like an official sequel. And following those first 5 minutes, it's kind of like, it's very intense for the first 20 minutes of the film, and it's a great start to the film. The first 20 minutes are great. After that, you're kind of like guessing like why all this is happening, and you know, you find out as the film goes on, it's not thrown in your face immediately. It's a really good development of the story. I really like that. And it's very similar to the first Terminator film in terms of story, only this time Sarah Connor is now someone called Danny. It's a Mexican surname. I can't remember what it was, all right? It's not like Sarah Connor, it doesn't roll off your tongue, all right? One of the characters I actually really liked was actually the bad Terminator in this film. I felt he was really good. He was kind of like an advancement of the T-1000, but he was a very like charming Terminator. It was very good. It's like, you know, I quite like this. He was a good bad Terminator. I also like the way the story factored in today's technology, which also meant the bad Terminator was able to keep on the trail of these people that he's after, which made it even more intense. And there's lots of symmetry to the first two films, like that's like in shots, locations, scenarios, vehicles. But these things don't really like stand out massively, but it just brings a bit of nostalgia to the film as well. And to be honest though, if Linda Hamilton or Arnold Schwarzenegger weren't in this film, do you know what? It would just be a run-of-the-mill Terminator film, like Terminator Genesis or all the Terminator films that followed Terminator 2. It'd be like one of those. It's not really, it's those two really that made it kind of special. It is quite funny in a few places, but I felt this is kind of where it sucked as well. Because I felt that most of the laughs were at the expense of Arnold Schwarzenegger's character, the T-800. This is kind of similar to what they did with Samuel L. Jackson's character in Captain Marvel, where they belittled his character to make him look stupid, basically. You know, the first two Terminator films, they never ever belittled Linda Hamilton's character at all. So I don't know why they did it with Arnie's character in this one. I know the trailer for this Terminator Dark Fate was criticised for being too engulfed in this female empowerment bollocks. And this empowerment stuff, it only shines through twice in the film really, like really strongly. The first time is when they belittle Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the second time is when it goes into the third act of the film. I'm not criticising female empowerment, you know, I'm all for equal rights, but when a film becomes sexist, I'm not cool with that. But saying all that, I really liked this film. It was a good film to watch for 2 hours, honestly. It was good action, it was a good story. It kept my attention the whole way through. It has set up a sequel, quite obviously, because you know they're just going to try and make another one, probably following this one. But now I've seen it, am I really now interested in seeing the follow-up with these new characters? Not really. The reason why is because this Terminator Dark Fate has now rewritten the backstory of what the Terminator story was. The original backstory, which was featured in the first two films, this is a story we all fell in love with, and we all loved that story. But now there's a new story, and I don't like it as much. So I've really no interest in this new story that shows a new future. But it is a good film, it is good, it's worth watching, and if you like the first two Terminators, you are going to love this film. Or if you love the Spice Girls, you're also going to love this film. You know, girl power and all that bollocks.
How do we win? We win by keeping you alive.